the cave.
This just your torch here? Right on.
When you left the first time, this is the second time going in.
Yeah. Yeah, torch not doing
Weird
much.
how it works underwater, but...
I was very surprised when that happened.
Yeah, I bet.
Doesn't light up anything.
It's kind of...
Useless.
Yeah. I'm just gonna...
And here's me showing you what the lighter does. That's...
Well, that's what I mean. Like, look how much bigger and brighter of a glow that does than your torch. Like, boom! Lighter's on.
Yeah. Oh, that's just a random
This
thing
isn't
coming at
doing
you.
Shit.
But, to be honest, like, things are kind of creepy. Like, this is where you encountered that first...
Just, I only get a lighter in the darkness.
Like,
I don't
right
get
around
torches.
this
Okay, so here, the thing that I didn't get to really tell you guys is I looked, and because my...
There's your stick. Remember? Like, your torch, and it wouldn't let you. You're like, what the fuck?
Oh, right, yeah. I was like, where'd it go? And all of a sudden I just see it rolling, and I'm like, really, game? Really?
Yeah, right there. Like...
Yeah, I'm just looking at it
So
like...
just drop the
Oh, I can't believe you did that to me. So right about here, as you speed up, but if it was paused, when I entered that cave, that monster that we just came by, it came from the ceiling. Like I saw it like come down like a spider, and then it like came down. But the problem is the gamma setting for my monitor was higher than what the video.
Well, you adjust to
recorded.
that later on, I think. In the...
Yeah. But now I'm just...
You're trying to go deeper, I think.
Yeah, I'm trying to go deeper, but I'm ridiculously lost.
What are those ropes on the wall?
The ropes, they're what they're hanging the people from the ceilings from.
Wow.
Don't they just stick them to the stalactite?
This is not good. That's more of them over
Oh,
there.
here's where you encounter that group.
Lighter away.
Okay, so with this one, that reflection you see is because I turned up my...
Holy shit. You see him over there? That's a whole group
You
of
do it
them.
later on. But yeah, that's those...
Yeah, the water. Like, I was like, how is this happening? Like, there's...
But those four, they're like sleeping or something?
Well, okay, the thing is they're all sleeping, okay, but one is carrying the torch in his hand and he's standing upright, and so if you walk in front of him, you will notice you, then they all wake. So, yeah, I made a Molotov cocktail thinking that I didn't know if it was going to work or not, to be quite honest. Like, and then I was like, this is way better than the lighter.
So this is what I was talking about. How can you like walk right up to them like
I know,
this?
that's what I was
They
thinking.
don't see you.
Because I thought I was going to die. I was like, I just brought this thing out, but
For
they
sure
don't
they see
care.
you.
I mean, look how close I am, right to his face.
You throw it right past them.
Yeah, just nope, and then boom.
Everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Like instant death. Instant death.
But that's the only way to
Beautiful,
kill
look at that.
groups.
Just
Like in the previous
assassinated
things, like
all
I have to run through the trees. If I can't.
Oh, like kiting them?
Yeah, you have to because you can't fight. You can't fight 3-on-1. If it's like more than one person you're fighting, you have to Molotov cocktail because each time they hit you, it's 2 damage. So as you see, like my life, you see all the yellow bars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each time they hit me, 2 of those yellow bars disappear, and then when those disappear, the health kind of moves even faster.
Like, that would be extremely
like-
helpful.
Why can't you
Pick
pick
it up,
that up?
nope.
Exactly. Why couldn't I put that on my head? Like
Anyways.
I walked in here
Otherwise, don't put it
expecting
there.
to find loot, and I found nothing.
Oh, spoiler alert. It's true though. But I mean, I don't know. It's hard to keep track of like your position in here.
Well, I was slightly confused because why the Molotov cocktail worked there, but it didn't work on the spider, and like the ground wasn't covered in
There's
water.
a spider.
Well, they call it's the only thing I think about it because I think
With the
the
okay,
multiple
I see
legs,
it.
right, and then it came up on its hind
Oh,
legs,
here's
and
the
then
fingers.
Well, that's not spooky
yeah,
at
this
all.
freaked me out.
Fingers.
I was like, that's just weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's just. And
Who
then it
hangs
gets,
fingers?
Yeah, and then it gets smaller.
Yeah, I noticed you have to crouch, and I think that's an interesting kind of dynamic.
You have to.
Is that you gotta crouch?
Yeah,
You're actually
I
spelunking.
recommend to crouch because your footsteps they
Not
hear
just
it.
for silence. Oh, for silence.
Yeah, because as you see, I'm always crouched, right? And then
That's
I hit the lighter. They see that lighter for some reason.
Well, of course, duh. It's a dark cave. Like that's a big thing.
Okay, but like, why does the lighter show?
Yeah,
why
but it should apply to all of them.
Yeah, like
The lighter
light
should
is
be-
light. Like if you're telling me that seems to me like that lighter has a mechanic to it.
Well, exactly, and it should be the lowest denominator.
Yeah.
So that Molotov cocktail, if it
Should-
was the best, should be the highest.
Exactly. So if I go in this cave with that Molotov cocktail,
People will see you like crazy.
yeah, they should pique their interest and come over to investigate.
Absolutely.
And whether or not, like, I throw it at him to kill him quickly, or like, the other problem, I have to throw that. There's no other way around it.
Well, what do you mean?
I can't drop it. If I drop it, it bursts to the ground and I get caught on fire.
Oh, I see. So you can't just put it back in your inventory
can't.
now. It's lit.
It is lit, and
Oh,
I
okay.
need to try it. The only reason why I'm using it here is because of the light source.
So here you like went back a little bit. Now you're like, okay,
Well, here I got confused.
It's easy to get confused.
It
with
is, right? So the only way I figured it out was the fingers,
Yeah.
right? And then I was like, oh, fingers, okay, I've already been here. You know,
Yeah.
go back in, you know.
Later on, you talk
But
about
then
skulls.
here, you see this weird, like,
It's the water. Yeah, this is a reflection that happens to you. Like, what the fuck is that about, right?
yeah, but okay, if you see that, you could see that there's fire in my hand, but what the hell is that? That's not me.
It's like you're holding a flag or something.
Yeah, but there's something else. That's a reflection on the roof.
Really?
Yeah, there's something that
I don't know
what I
what's
didn't
happening
realize as I'm
graphically,
coming
but
in
it's
here,
messed
and
up. I can't
like
even
what's
see
annoying
anything.
is because the cave is so big, the light doesn't go far.
What the
So-
fuck is this?
Yeah,
I
it
feel
just
like
goes
I
up.
just came into
So
a
like,
big
there's
cave,
water
man.
in front of me, but I can't see if there's anything else.
Interesting.
So I'm
but it's
just-
reflecting up the ceiling of what.
Yeah, so
It's
like
being
here I
lit.
looked, but it's like it's still really dark. So I
I like
climbed
going
up
to
on
big
the top
caves.
to get
Yeah,
how
it's a big
high the
cave.
ceiling
Hey, you
was.
throw the Molotov
Big
cocktail,
fucking
please.
cave.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted to see how far it would go.
No,
Right.
it's good. It gives you a really good example, but this is also exactly where you decide to change your settings. Like, which-
Yeah, because it didn't show here. I didn't want to point out just yet, but there should eventually be a red flash.
Yeah. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that. I added a sound for the red
Oh,
flash.
right
That's
on.
really good.
Because
But here's you throw the Molotov cocktail.
there it is, right? And then all of a sudden it starts ricocheting off
Holy
everywhere.
shit.
Yeah, see, that's
a
some
big
Matrixy
fucking
shit.
cave.
Yeah, right? So that light just bounced everything off. So I got a view of how big the cave was. Right there
There
and there.
something is right
so I
over
knew
there.
that, okay, ahead of me is
Oh, it
just
might just be
water,
water
but there's
reflection.
something huge up on the ceiling somewhere. Because I only saw, right, down...
So crazy.
yeah, so right here, as I'm staring at it, I'm trying to...
Yeah, it's time to change.
Yeah,
the shit.
because like I'm confused what's water and what's land right now.
Well, when you first entered this cave, way back on
the
episode
reflection.
5, was it like a smoke that you like first go under?
I was confused because when you first look at the cave, it's submerged in water,
Just
and then I enter it.
Theoretically underwater.
Yeah, but like it's really
You're
weird.
not underwater,
But
because
you're
your
not,
torch
yeah,
and
because I
you're
can light my
breathing.
lighter, and it's like, what the hell? So
Yeah.
here, right, like I'm trying to go through the.
Well, this
right-
is the first distinction I see of water, like where you walk
yeah, it's
across
weird.
the water.
Like you would think that when I light that lighter, the light should
There we
flicker.
go.
But here now, you're really seeing how big the cave is.
Yeah, it's still doing
Alright.
this Matrixy shit.
Yeah.
Basically. Like
Well, that's-
lots of clipping.
Yeah, because the water is like
Now I do not.
my brightness
I should see
and
stuff now.
the reflection of the water is just making it do it all. But that right now I'm heading into, that's water.
That's water.
And then now you saw
There it is.
that.
Bloop.
Yeah.
Now it's water. Yeah, blue.
So I'm like, okay, there's no way home. Where's I'm trying to think, what the hell is that? Like, is there something on the ceiling?
Absolutely.
And what's even freaky is like, all of a sudden I started noticing that they're
The red
dead
blood?
bodies on the
What's up
ceiling.
there?
Oh, that's right.
They're hanging.
Yeah.
And what I didn't realize is like all the big caves I went through, there's dead bodies hanging.
Do
from
not
the
like
ceilings.
going to
All
water
of
in
them.
dark cave.
Why? See, that's what I mean. And they're stuck to the stalagmites or whatever.
Well, no, they're just on a rope hanging from the ceiling.
Those ropes were
Yeah,
earlier.
probably from stalagmite. But
Those
then what
things
scares
on
me
the
even
ceiling.
more is as I'm approaching this
Holy
red
shit.
dot,
I think they're on
all of a sudden I
the
start
ceiling.
noticing that they're mutants
No,
on the
not
ceiling.
the people. The
Like
fucking
alive?
Yeah,
enemies.
they're on the ceiling, just sitting there. That
To,
red
like, fall
dot,
down.
yeah,
Like
that
this
red
giant
dot
cave
is.
with all
I don't know
of
who or what it is, but
Like a spawn point?
yeah, it moves.
It moves.
Yeah, it moves. They all move. Like,
See, this is what I was talking about earlier about how it looks like an underside of a mushroom. Like,
yeah, I'm not sure if this is like a hive or I found like their so-called base of where the mutants are supposed to be spawning from. Right? I mean, you'll see in a little further in the video what I'm talking about. But here, I'm looking at this. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, what do you call that?
I'm looking at this being like, what the hell is that? Like, is that like just some nifty graphics? You know, I say that
I can't
as
even
clipping and stuff, but-
the way you see it in this video is the exact same way I'm staring at it in the game.
Well, I'm wondering, is it like the underside of like a volcanic area, or is it like
yeah,
an alien?
I think it's a tree.
A tree.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, because there's
Why is
you
that guy
see these
going
big
red?
giant trees, and there's
If I
only a
wake
couple
any
of
of
them
these
all
things
over the
up,
map.
I think I'm
Like
pretty
I'm not sure. Like I use them as landmarks, but like what?
Interesting. So you think that the tree is fueling the island, and that's spawning these zombie guys?
We're not 100% sure yet because it doesn't give that much away. But I have seen rituals. Like as you see, they put up those effigies everywhere.
There is kind of a
Good time just
storyline
to
happening here. I mean, like
snack at the bar.
since I played through the beginning stages, I'm aware of the kid that was next to you on the airplane.
Yeah.
And then, like when you wake up, you see the guy taking the kid away.
Yeah, I was expecting for that to be him up there, but I didn't see any kid or anything. Like you see it right over there, and it's directly like by it.
To me,
Right.
this looks like fucking broken game.
It is. There's a lot of things like you would see from my videos, like traps. Like I'll be looking at a trap, and then I'll look away with my camera, and then you'll see the monster run across my screen, and then I'll look, but it's already dead. And it like does the whole ragdoll, and then it clips to the spike, like it's like